When I got to the room, I was just I was really surprised that mommy pulled it off like that. I actually looked under the table for a decorator because I could not believe she pulled it off so well. Hey! Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to Remy's Nursery. So I thought this was a perfect setting to talk about the shower, the sprinkle that my mom and my sister hosted for me. I'm not sure, do I say it's hosted for me or do I say hosted for Remy? Anyway. So I was due in August of I have my notes. I have my list, I got my list, the list is back. So I was due in August of 2019. So my mom and my sister got together and they said they wanted to have a little sprinkle for me. So they hosted the sprinkle in June of 2019. Now, I had already had a really big shower. It was, what do you call when the showers are co-ed? Anyway, I had a big shower for Levi and it was guys and girls and what is that word? Anyway, it was guys and girls and I had a caterer and it was really big. It was by a pool at our old house and it was really nice. And what I did for Levi's shower was really different. So I had this full backdrop setup where the cake table was. And that was actually the backdrop for my maternity shoot and it came out perfect. It was seamless. It was a lot of stress because everybody had to deliver on time. So all the desserts had to be delivered on time because the photo shoot, we literally had only an hour before guests arrived. So, but everything came off. It was a little stressful. So, you know, and it was a lot of people. So I said, you know what, for Remy, I just want to do something a little bit smaller. I've already had the shower. And I have everything that I need for baby, other than a couple pink onesies. I have everything I already need. So what would I be asking all of these people to buy me? I really didn't want the stress. And whereas I planned and I pulled off and I threw Levi's shower, my mom and my sister were like, we want to host something for you. And I didn't want to burden them with a really long, you know, extensive guest list. And you know what, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many people you invite, you're always gonna offend somebody. So I decided I wanted a tea party. So the theme that I picked was baby and company. And at first, Nana just did not understand it. She was like, what does that mean? That's stupid, I don't wanna do that, what is that? So I showed her a few pictures on Pinterest. So Baby and Company is a play on Tiffany and Company. So I love Tiffany's jewelry and I like that it comes in a little blue box and it has a white ribbon and you can see the name in black print on the top, and I just think that it's so, I don't know, I like to get those boxes. Anyway, so I wanted to do a play on it, and at the time, did I know Remy's name yet? I can't remember if I knew Remy's name. Maybe I did, but I didn't want to tell anybody because I find that when you tell people your baby's name, it gives them a chance to be like, oh, really? Oh, okay. That's how you're spelling it? So with both my kids, I knew the name and I just didn't want to share it because it gives more times for aunties and uncles, especially the aunties, to be like, okay, all right, that's a strange one. So we picked the name, that was the name, and I didn't want anybody to tell me about the spelling, that it's the name of a liquor or a rapper, I don't care, I know that. Good. So, Baby and Company. So I showed mom some pictures and I was like, you know, you can pick a beautiful pink, like a dusty pink, and you wrap all of these boxes or you wrap like, you know, just the white ribbon on, you know, a pink background and put Baby and Company. And I think it was so cool. It took mom a little while to get it, but you know what? I think that she pulled it off so perfectly. So Terra Nova here in Kingston, Jamaica, they're known for their high tea. Ooh, fancy. So I definitely wanted something inside. I mean, pregnant in Jamaica in the summer, Jesus of His mercy. So their tea room could only host, I believe it was 12 persons, I'm not sure. So it was an air-conditioned room. It was not up too many flights of stairs, I think one flight of stairs, and it was kind of a blank canvas. They had some weird paintings in there that mommy had to cover, like a picture of the world or something. Anyway, mommy figured out how to decorate the room and how to cover those pictures with a backdrop that was absolutely perfect. When I got into the room, I knew what was happening. I knew things were happening because I could see things coming in through mail pack, and that's my freight forwarder. I could see things coming in and I'm like, what are these pink flowers for? What's this pink fabric for? I wonder. So anyway, when I got to the room, I was just I was really surprised that Mommy pulled it off like that. I actually looked under the table for a decorator because I could not believe she pulled it off so well. So I had given Mom some tips along the way, and I said an easy way to kind of block out the paintings, or to fill like a dead space, like a wall, a big corner or whatever, is you get empty boxes. And I'm sure I've said this to you guys before. You get empty boxes and you wrap them. And so we wrap them in or Mom and Tracy wrapped them in pink paper and put big white bows on them. So it tied in with the theme as well, but it helped the room to come together. The decorations were beautiful. The whole Baby and Company theme tied in with the whole tea party vibes. It was absolutely perfect. A boutique from Dubai, they wanted to gift me a dress. This was a couple months before, and they set the most perfect tea party dress to fit in with the theme. And I got a little fascinator. It was really and truly so perfect. I believe it was 10 of my closest girlfriends, and I said to Mommy, I was like, listen, I don't want more gifts. I don't want more things. What I would like for them to do is bring me a book, and in the book to put a dedication to the baby. So in the invitation that my mom sent, it said this: one small request, and we hope you're not miffed. Please bring a book instead of a gift. A book is a treasure. Words and pictures unite. Read over and over to teach and delight. Please sign your name and add a note so we will always remember the book is from you. Wait, that part we went. Please sign your name and add a note too. Where did this one come? Please sign your name and add a note too, so we will always remember that the book is from you. Your book will be cherished. God will confirm from above. When we'll read, we'll remember your kindness and love. Nana had to fit God in there, right? Which is fine. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of the books, because I do get asked when I read stories to Remy in the night. I put me reading stories to her on my Insta stories, if you want to check out Jody Jinx over on Instagram. So I want to show you a couple of the books that you can buy for your little ones, and which ones I would recommend. When we were at the shower, it was really cool. You see, because you don't have to do too much, because there's not too many people. You can really personalize and individualize things. So Mommy got these beautiful gold picture frames, and so it was also where you sit. And mine says, Jody, thank you for celebrating this beautiful moment with us. I play on the T-E-A, because it's a tea party. And then, I don't know, my family is all about, like, you know when you leave with a loot bag? We're all about the loot bags. So my mom makes beautiful cards. She's actually a paper person. What would you call her? An artisan paper connoisseur. So she makes beautiful handmade cards, and she made this little box. No, sorry, it's not a box. It's a handbag. And let's see the Baby and Company here. Opens like this. And in here she had, I can't remember everything, but there was this little roselet here, and this is soap. These are my favorites. Rock sugar stirrers for your teeth. It's sugar and it's pink. I believe there were the little colored M&Ms. There were a couple other things in here. Oh, you know what? There was a pink body loofah. There was a pink nail polish. And everything just tied in so perfectly with the Baby and Company theme. She's so creative. Let's get into the books. So this book is called I Wish You More, and this one is actually from my sister-in-law, Winsome, and the kids. And this is a nice book, I Wish You More. So it's very light-hearted, and what it kind of does is it says, you know, I wish you happiness. I wish you, it's very, very positive. The pictures, you know, kids sit down there and they really like to look at the pictures, even if they're not listening to you. I wish you more ups than downs. I wish you more give than take. I wish you more tippy toes than deep. It's really, really sweet, you know. I like that one. Dear Girl, this one is from Nana. And I believe Nana with the paper, here we go. Darling Remy, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, a gift from God for us to love and treasure. May He always lead you. Love always, Nana. Isn't that cute? Nana extra, you know? Nana extra. Dear Girl, this book is for you. Wonderful, smart, and beautifully you. If you ever need a reminder, just turn to any page in this book and know that you are special and that you are loved. There's also one called Dear Boy. So just those positive affirmations for your daughter. 5-minute princess stories, and this one is from Tiffany, who forgot to write anything in the book. I had to write her name. Thanks, Tiffany. You know, it's always your best friend, you know. This one here, The Beginner's Bible, is from Catherine and Keita Lloyd. Baby sister, read your Bible, pray every day, and you will grow, grow, grow. Love always, Cat, Pete, and Baby. And Catherine was pregnant at the time of my shower. And I just think it's really important. Levi has a Bible as well. And what I would start to do with Levi is after we read him a story, we'll just read him a little chapter out of the Bible. So maybe I should start doing that with Remy too. I'm going to end with this book. Nana came through again. Just a little. Dear Remy, you can. Love, Nana. You are my magical unicorn. Just sometimes if I'm cleaning out the bath, I'll leave this with Remy in her crib. Now I can read fairy tales. This one is from Arnella. To Baby Henriquez, can't wait to meet you. Love always, Xanda and Zuri. Oh, these books now, I have not started reading to Remy yet. They're very advanced. Rosie Revere Engineer. So this one is, to my sweet baby girl, here's a book about some strong women and a strong little woman in the making. I love you and your amazing mommy more than Jamaica love rice and peas on a Sunday. Love always, Auntie Canna. So we have this one, and then she also wrote Add a Twist Scientist. So these, as you can tell, I probably won't be able to read them without stammering and stuttering. So these are about strong women, so I'll definitely read these to Remy once she gets a little bit older. And then the book that I could not get through without crying. Now I don't know if it was because Remy was about to start school, like school was like in 2 days or 3 days, and I read this book and I kind of started to cry. And I don't know how many of you follow my page, but I'm a tough cookie, and this book brought me to tears. When I Pray for You. Hi baby sister, Auntie Sam can't wait to meet you. You are going to be just as amazing as your daddy, mommy, and Levi. Love, Auntie Sam. When I Pray for You. From the moment I saw you, I started to pray. Big prayers and small ones I've sent God's way. I prayed as I held you when you sat in my lap. I prayed while we rocked and you peacefully napped. As you took your first steps and you started to run, as I pushed you on swing sets or we skipped in the sun. I prayed you felt safe, full of joy and content, that I whispered to you, I love you, and you knew what I meant. When you said your first word, repeating what you'd heard, when you mooed like a cow or tweeted like a bird, when you giggled out loud or made yourself proud, to God I said thank you, and to you I said wow. As I watched you pretend, all alone or with friends, I prayed over and over, again and again. Because when I pray for you, God knows this is true. Every word I whisper is a prayer for me too. At the moment I hear you jump out of bed, I start praying that God puts good thoughts in your head. I pray when you're smiling, when you feel sad. I pray when you're sick, embarrassed, or mad. When you're kicking a ball or twirling in place. When I know what you're thinking, by the look on your face. I pray you grow strong, have passion and fight, and stand up for what's good with all of your might. I pray heaven protects you, that you're generous and kind. that your brave little spirit never ceases to shine, that you believe in yourself and follow what's true, that your confidence grows just as fast as you do. As I drive you to school while you splash in a pool, as you challenge a friend to a lightsaber duel, when you open your eyes to a birthday surprise, when the joy on your face cannot be disguised. I pray you love well, that the light in you swells, that the story God writes is the one that you tell. Because when I pray for you, I imagine God's view. I pray that all God sees comes alive inside you. When suddenly it seems you've gotten so tall, when you've grown up so much that my lap's way too small, when you're glued to a screen or your bedroom's unclean, when you're no longer a child but not yet a teen. I pray when you're hyper, obnoxious or chill. I'll pray when you're chatty and cannot sit still. When you're running relays or performing school plays, or when you're somewhere in the middle of a garage band phase. When you know all the answers, or just think that you do. When you find out the hard way, you knew less than you knew. I'll pray you choose hope, should ever you face fear, and seek wisdom with patience when the pathway is unclear. That you will love others, whether stranger or friends, with the same kind of love that God feels for them. When you break from your shell to stand up for yourself and realize you didn't ask for any of my help. I'll pray and I'll cheer and probably shed a tear and hope that you know if you need me, I'm there. Because when I pray for you, no matter what we go through, the dreams that you dream, I'll be dreaming them too. At the moment you realize it's time to explore, I'll pray God gives you wings and like an eagle you'll soar. I'll pray where you go, that wherever you land, you'll find purpose and meaning and a role in God's plan. That you'll know who you are and you like what you do, and you love yourself fully as God wants you to. I'll pray you keep shining, that God keeps refining, that the story reflects what in you God's designing. That you'll give and you'll share with compassion and care, that how you live your life to God be a prayer. Because when I pray for you, I pray that all you do brings love, brings light, and helps the world shine like new. I don't know how I make it without shedding a tear. This is a really nice book. When I pray for you, I'm actually going to buy another copy just in case, like I have not another child. That's not what I was going to say. Like a birthday party or something, or a shower. This was a really good gift. So I find that I'm not sure if there are more books on the shelf that I'm not finding from the shower, but these are some of the staples that we will grab for in the night. All right, there's one book. There's one book we read every night. It's the stupidest book ever. But let me just finish with, my nice little, Remy Sprinkle video. I'm really trying to avoid reading this damn stupid book. Is there anybody here from my Instagram page? I don't know how we ended up with this book, because I didn't buy it. My mom, Nana, as she's so affectionately known, is a librarian at Immaculate. And this is an Immaculate library book. And it was donated to the library by Emma Davidson on Family Night of 2017. And this book left the Immaculate Library and has never gone back. And to be 100% honest with you, I don't mind if it goes back. So it doesn't matter what story I read to Remy in the night, I must end with this. And for those who have been watching my stories for the past couple of years, you'll know that Levi had a love affair. Can I say that? Had a love affair? Can I say that about me? No. Really loved this book as well, and I would end every night with this book as well. I don't know what they like about it so much. I find that the grammar is horrible. It's so stupid. Anyway, this one is called My Very Own Pet. When I grow up, I'm going to have my very own pet. A duck would be nice. Quack, quack. And it's like the same little actions and songs that I made for Levi too. They love it. or a zebra so stripy? And then I'll say to them, a zebra is white with black stripes. And at the time, I think I used to say, or a zebra is black with white stripes, because I wasn't really sure which was which. Anyway, a camel with 2 humps might be handy, and then I have them count the humps. A dolphin could live in my bath, and a panda would be nice and growly, and I just kind of growl and kiss up rim. This is my favorite page. It might be fun to swing around with a pet monkey, and I make my fabulous monkey sound. Or ride on the back of my pet elephant. I guess I'll find out what pets I'll have when I grow up. And I've always said once a book closes, but my mommy says, no pets. Nothing else, no one else. If you cannot wipe your bottom, you're not allowed in this house. Okay? So, you know, since animals can't wipe their bottoms, I'm not cleaning up any poop. My mommy says. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you some of the amazing books that were gifted to Remy. Show you some really cool pictures of the sprinkle that my mom and Tracy hosted for her, which was absolutely beautiful and absolutely perfect. And this was in 2019, before Corona. So, you know, it really is nice to have these small, intimate gatherings that we're having now, because we have a 15-person limit. Don't feel like you're missing out on anything, or that you can't have the big thing, and you can't have the big show, and you can't have the big wedding, and it's spoiled. I find that when you have those really close people to you, that the moments that you share there are way more special, way more intimate, way more meaningful. So, you know, I didn't even miss, well, I was pregnant, so I was going to say I didn't even miss the liquor. We were having tea and we weren't drinking. I don't know, was anybody else drinking? I know I didn't drink. Oh, pregnancy. So yeah, you know, I don't want you to think that your plans of a shower were spoiled. You can have a sprinkle. The tea party idea is really cool, because also you can cut down on like big food costs, because you have little petit fours and sandwiches and pastries and cupcakes. And yeah, I hope that I was able to inspire maybe someone who is pregnant and, you know, kind of wanted a big show and can't have one. A sprinkle is just as nice, and you can put more thought into those little things. And if you're planning on buying books for your child, which you should, you can check out some of these books. I will put a list in the description to all the books that I showed you here today. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me right here on This Is Jody for another fabulous, wonderful video. Make sure you like the video, make sure you comment down below, and what else? Oh, and make sure you're subscribed. Bye guys. Hey!